One of the biggest pains in life is comparing yourself to others. We see someone doing better than us and start to wonder, why not me? Why is he so successful? Why does her life look perfect while mine feels stuck? But what we often forget is our paths were never meant to be the same. If a fish tries to fly like a bird, it will spend its whole life believing it a failure, even though it can swim across the entire ocean. And today, with social media showing us everyone's highlight reels, this comparison has become a silent poison. We scroll through perfect pictures and success stories, and slowly, without realizing, we start feeling small. We forget our own gifts. And this kind of thinking quietly pulls us into sadness, self-doubt, and hopelessness. That's why today's story is for anyone who has ever whispered to themselves, "I'll never be as good as them." Listen carefully, because this story might just change the way you see your life. In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and great forests, there lived a young man named Adam. He was kind, hardworking, and always willing to help others. But Adam had one habit that made him miserable. He constantly compared himself with everyone around him. When he saw his friend Ryan score the highest grades, he thought, "I wish I were as smart as him." When he saw his neighbor Lucas living in a big house, he sighed, "If only I had that kind of money." Even if he saw someone run faster, he would think, "Why can't I do that?" Day by day, Adam's happiness faded. He lost focus on his studies. He stopped enjoying his hobbies. Every night before sleeping, he would think, "Maybe I'll never be good enough." One afternoon, an old wise man named Elder Noah arrived in the village. People respected him deeply because his words always carried meaning. Adam gathered courage and went to him. He said, "Elder Noah, I work hard, but when I see others doing better than me, I feel small. I feel like I'll never be like them." The old man smiled and said, "Meet me tomorrow morning near the ancient oak tree at the edge of the forest. You'll find your answer there." The next morning, Adam went to the tree. Elder Noah was already waiting, holding his walking stick. "Look around, Adam," he said. "Tell me what you see." Adam looked around and said, "There are many trees, tall, short, some full of fruit, some with none." Elder Noah smiled. "Now imagine," he said, "if the apple tree wished it were as tall as a coconut tree, or the coconut tree wished it had sweet fruits like apples. Wouldn't that be silly?" Adam laughed. "That would sound ridiculous." "Exactly," said Elder Noah. "Every tree has its own purpose. The apple tree gives sweetness. The coconut tree gives shade and strength. They're different, but both are beautiful." Then he led Adam to a small pond nearby. Fish swam gracefully, while a bird soared high above. "Tell me, Adam," said the elder, "if the fish wished to fly like the bird, would that make sense?" Adam shook his head. "No, fish are made to swim, birds are made to fly." Elder Noah smiled warmly. "Then why do you try to live like someone else? You, too, have your own path, your own gifts. Maybe you just haven't discovered them yet. But once you do, you'll realize how special you already are." Something changed inside Adam that day. He stopped comparing and started discovering. He worked on his strengths, practiced patience, and moved forward step by step. Years later, that same boy who once doubted himself built a successful business that supported his entire village. When people asked him the secret behind his success, he simply said, "Never compare yourself with others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims with purpose, it can conquer the ocean. Remember this: the sun and the moon don't shine at the same time, but both light up the world in their own way. Find your path, walk it with confidence, and you'll discover that real success begins the moment you stop comparing and start growing." If you like this story, don't forget to give it a like and share it with someone who needs this reminder. See you again with another life-changing story. Crescent Moon Sparkles.